while there's similarities with the bubble side of things, there's similarities with the creation of the user experience moat, where you can have a browser, but the browser experience, that's the one that separated. Who had a better browser experience, AOL or Google? Who had a better product, BlackBerry or Apple? I mean, these are things that are showing that your user experience is your moat. There's some really interesting points that we are seeing as far as the bubble, from AI washing to the AI absolutely like getting faked, to some of the things that we've been seeing as well, when there's some recent research papers that have been released about Claude and some of the things that are happening in the back end. There's whistleblowers coming out about OpenAI, about how they're just, there's basically stealing creators' copywritten material and then using that to train its own AI. I mean, there's a lot of things that could cause us to be in this bubble.
First one I'll go with is we look at valuations and how they're just outpacing value. So there's so many AI startups at the moment, and a lot of them are securing massive amounts of funding, despite, again, parallels, lacking a clear business model or potentially meaningful revenue. They're riding this AI wave, and people are hungry to invest. So, they're sort of pushing up the valuations. That's one of the big warning signs. You want to go with the next one?
Yeah, and I think, the next one, the hype cycle dominates. Much like the .com boom, anytime you add just AI into your system, or you're adding it all of a sudden your value inflates without changing anything else fundamentally.
And that's so funny. I mean, how many times have we seen that just with the products we're working with? Well, we got this new feature of something AI, and I don't know, it feels so overused. I think being in the industry and looking at all the tools and seeing a lot of what are just sort of white labeled services and rushed out services as well. Again, another one, just riding that hype cycle, just like the .com bubble. And then the thing like we were chatting about it the other day, vibe coding, being able to have development tools now that you don't need a lot of experience to develop, but it allows you to deploy solutions, but not necessarily ones that are particularly good quality. So anyone has access to now output their own sort of product or their AI product, but it's really fostering a culture of rushed development practices. People don't have that sort of knowledge about the architecture. It's kind of that mentality of, well, if it works, ship it, and we'll deal with it later. I think a lot of the things we saw in that sort of .com crash time as well, of these new services, or integrate this plugin or do this, and it's not really tried and tested.
There's definitely aspects of being able to vibe code things, to do certain modularity of the code where it's like really easy to produce and you just don't need to spend that time. There's force multipliers within the coding space that AI can help with. Even design space, it's still far even farther away, but it's ways in which you can just quickly conceptualize things from a design standpoint. But if you get somebody who's inexperienced using a tool that accelerates their output, and the output is horrible, there's a hole. That hole is now carried along the entire organization because there's nobody experienced enough to realize, hey, that's wrong. Don't do it that way.
Absolutely.
And so you're compounding the problem when you accelerate quality. I'm curious, in video games, cheat codes let you skip months of grinding to unlock special abilities instantly. Have you ever wished for something similar for your software challenges? What if there's a way to instantly access 20 plus years of specialized expertise instead of developing it all internally? What if you could solve in weeks what might otherwise take months or years? Would you agree that most organizations face a steep learning curve when implementing new software solutions? At my company Impact, we serve as that cheat code for companies looking to transform complex software into intuitive experiences that users love and that drive real business results. Would it be valuable to explore? And how might this work for your specific situation? Visit impact.io for a free strategy session focused on your unique challenges.